You like hanging out, drinking beer at the bar, talking sports? Come on out and join us weekly. Guys at the Bar Talking Sports, your podcast for just that. Hanging out, drinking some beer, talking sports. Just to give you a quick warning before you start listening, there is some colorful language used throughout the show, so hide the kids and enjoy. This is Guys at the Bar Talking Sports. Broadcasting from our favorite bar here in Lake Carolina. It's called MJ's. And we have what do they call you?
Westicles.
Westicle. Whoa.
Westicles. I got 2 testicles, not 1.
All right. And Westicles. I don't know if I'd want to go with that nickname, but we'll go with that, okay? And then I'm Hanger. We got Chopper here. What are you drinking, Chopper?
Space Dust.
Space Dust, as always.
Me too.
G-Boogie in the house with a vodka.
G-Boogie drinking vodka. Tito's.
Handmade.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Hey, it's Candy Cane. C-A-I-N-E.
Candy Cane over here. All right, we got the Rebel up in here tonight. What are you drinking, Rebel?
Makers and Diet.
Makers and Diet.
Hey, we got a special guest. I know this is Guys Talking Sports, but we've got Kelly over here as a special guest tonight.
Hey, Kelly.
She wants to be introduced. She's going to tell us about what she's drinking because she says she doesn't know anything about sports.
I think she's drinking some champagne over there. All right, there we go. And then we got one more person that I've been dying to get on the show. We call him Claw.
Claw with the Coors Light.
The world-famous Clemson fan that we've been beating up on for weeks
We've
now.
been talking bad about Clemson for weeks.
About Clemson.
Only in an attempt to get him back in the bar.
So we're gonna cover that subject.
It's going to be a rough one in Arizona.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that subject in a little while, okay? But I wanted to talk about something today that I wanted to get y'all's opinion on this thing, okay? This is very important, all right? We all prioritize our lives, right? You ever heard the term bros before what?
Hoes.
All right. We're going to call this bros shows before hoes, okay? So you guys got to prioritize the show over your families, man.
Well,
I have a hard time getting everyone out here, and it's driving me crazy. I got Chopper's always here.
You got a big group today.
100% participation.
We need our base to grow a little bit, so we're not listed right next door to the horribles decisions.
Yeah. Brother, I'm gonna put it to you like this.
All right,
I love you. I'm having fun.
Shows before hoes,
but I ain't laying down with you at night. And I'm sorry, I got my priorities straight. If you know what I mean.
Well, my priority is this
he
show.
got into that.
My priority is this show and my fans. So hey, you know what I mean?
It's Barney's
That's
birthday
where we're
today
at.
too. We do need to do a special.
Happy
shout-out.
birthday, Barney!
The Rebel. It's not Barney. It's the Rebel.
Thank you.
Give the guy some respect.
Barney the Rebel.
Barney the Rebel. You got to pull up in here a little closer
Yabba dabba doo.
so we can hear you.
We'll change it. It's his birthday. He gets no respect on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Zero respect on his birthday. All right, so I was listening to ESPN radio today.
Oh, no.
ESPN.
That's where we get all our material.
That's where we get the material.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
All right. So
Was it ESPN or Paul Feinbaum? Because I feel like you listen
Paul
to Paul
Feinbaum,
more than you
yeah, constantly. It was ESPNU, okay?
Oh, sorry.
And they were saying this.
Bye, everybody.
Oh,
Bye, Kelly.
Thanks for allowing me to come on your special man.
No problem. Hey, this is guys and gals. This is guys and gals at the bar.
Talking sports.
Guys at the bar talking sports.
We invite
Thanks for
women
allowing
to-
a lady
With
to
the
come
gal.
in.
With the gal.
I'm
With the
totally going home to subscribe right now.
Awesome. All right, everyone subscribe and then give us 5 stars and a review. We'll be looking good, all
I will
right?
give you a great review.
There you go.
And ladies, you can't see them, but there are a lot of good-looking guys here as well.
MJ's Bar and Grill in Lake Carolina, Florida.
Let's be honest, though. The youngest
All right.
is always the hottest.
That's right. Check him out, man. Check him out. Stud.
Westicles with
yeah.
2 testicles.
Westicles with testicles, yeah. That is rough, man. Yeah, you don't want to be having a nickname.
Gaines gave me that nickname at 10 years old.
So I'm glad to see G Boogie showed up. He's a fan favorite. The fans love him, okay? Oh, that's another thing that we should probably be talking about. If you type in If you type in Guys at the Bar Talking Sports, directly next to it, we are next to the Horrible Decisions podcast, which has some
We don't make bad
yeah.
decisions and guys in the bar
That's
talking
spelled
sports.
with a W.
No
Yeah.
bad decisions here.
And these ladies know how to eat a banana sensually. Let's just say that.
Hey,
So-
I got to be honest with you. I had to click on it.
Oh.
I clicked on it. I listened to it for a little bit. It's it's just as bad as our show. I'm
No,
telling
our
you.
show is dynamite, bro. Dynamite. All right, so
I'm a little embarrassed.
I don't know. They intrigue me a little bit more than you.
well, they are eating bananas. Like you gotta
No,
click on
damn.
it.
I mean, how do you not fall for that?
How do you
What are your
not?
notes here say? Let's get on with that.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll
we're gonna talk some
I
sports.
love you, Hanger.
You know what? Let's just jump right into frickin' Clemson, baby.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Clem
God!
sucks.
Did I go there? We're gonna jump right into Clemson.
My first time sitting on this podcast, and that's where the fuck we go first.
We're going to South Carolina, Clemson, Florida. Clemson, South Carolina. Sorry, what did I just say that for? Yeah, I'll edit that out.
Clemson, Ohio.
If I knew, yeah, Clemson, Ohio,
Clemson,
Clemson,
Ohio.
Alaska.
Hey, Clemson
Clemson,
had a great
Alaska.
recruiting day.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about that.
Talk-
Bring it in.
talk to
Bring
us
it
about
in,
the
man.
recruiting
You
day
gotta
today.
bring your.
Well,
So
talk to
did
us about it.
those
Tell us
Carolina
about it.
Gamecocks.
What did we end up with? 6 5-star recruits.
Oh, fuck you.
Ended up number 1 overall class.
Can I say that on this show?
If you want to, that's fine. You'll probably be saying a lot.
You
in
can
the
say
next
all
few
the
years.
bad words you want to,
We
G
know. I
Boogie.
mean, hell, when you win,
Whatever you want, baby.
It's easy to
6
recruit.
5-star
Lamar
recruits
Jackson
and
is
10
elite.
fat money bags went out the
Hey,
door.
that's
All right,
fine.
so
If
6
you don't think
5-star
everybody else
recruits.
not doing it, you're crazy.
Insane. But this is what I was talking. I think I was texting with someone about this last night, right? This is what you can promise when you go to Clemson. You are not going to get injured, and you're going to win all your games because everyone else in the ACC sucks. And you'll probably go to a championship and you'll win.
And you won't get
because
laid.
they're pretty fucking
And you won't get
badass.
laid.
You wouldn't do that.
Here's what I'm going to agree with you all on.
Well,
You're going to play till
The
halftime.
You got a
that-
day to go
The
for a
ACC
couple
this
years.
year is down. Make no mistake about
They're
it.
Down.
But I've been listening to this shit since 2015.
You're good.
And I don't understand
Hey,
it.
you're good. Come on.
I don't get it. In 2015, I'm pretty sure Clemson played just as many ranked teams as Alabama.
Alabama doesn't play
yeah.
ranked teams.
It's not much of an
Okay.
argument.
Alabama.
You're right, they play Auburn.
And,
So neither do you. Alabama doesn't play ranked teams.
and here's the other thing. Well, I can't say much for Auburn because.
Okay.
But all right, you're a Florida fan.
I'm a Florida fan.
If Clemson has Florida's schedule this year, do they go undefeated?
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't understand
Listen,
what people argue about.
I am not disputing that Clemson's the best team in football. I
don't understand what people argue about.
think they're the best team in football.
You're a guest.
Really?
Absolutely.
I guess we'll see in a couple of weeks.
When he
But
gets up,
I won't dispute that, but they are injury free the entire freaking season because they don't play anybody.
That's not always true.
Well, you know, okay, so someone sprains an ankle for a week. You know what I mean? Like, there ain't no one breaking a bone. Nothing like
That's
that.
still not true. We've had injuries.
Yeah, whatever.
Not this year.
All right.
do you have a prediction?
Not this
for
year.
the
Not this
Not
year.
this year.
I agree.
Hold on.
I
I'm
agree
not
with you.
talking about 2019 or
All right, so
2017. I'm
Clemson's
talking
got a
about
pretty good record against Ohio State. Let's just talk about the
0-3.
game coming up. So they got
OH 3-0, or
They-
excuse me, 0-3.
0-3. So they
0-3.
They got a good record against Ohio State.
But the
But
money's
this
bet is
year,
plus-
but
money's bet is
I
plus
do
5.
think this year is Ohio State's year to take you down. Only because you guys haven't been conditioned enough to take on the bigger teams.
Yeah, they
and now
did-
you're getting ready to. Now you're getting ready to get hit.
They had a hard. Ohio State had a hard road to get there
about
without
Alabama last year. We haven't seen anybody that come close up.
No, that was a good matchup last year.
Hey, but it
And I think this
has
is going to be a good match.
has Ohio State been conditioned?
I don't think so either.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
It's a good point.
I think
agree with you.
It's a good
has
point.
Ohio
Big
State
Ten
been
is down, too.
conditioned?
The best two
Well, hold
teams,
on.
Ohio State and
Well, hold on. You're
Michigan.
playing Wisconsin. You're playing Penn State. You're playing Michigan.
Yeah.
All those are
Pittsburgh
worthy
almost beat
teams.
Penn State this year.
Oh,
They're all good teams. Better than anything in the ACC. I mean, y'all's champion. Y'all, the number 2 team in the ACC was Virginia.
But is that Clemson's fault?
No.
Hey, Kate?
I'm not. Yeah, I would never say anything
You have
negative
to play the
about
schedule as
Clemson because they're a good
we can't
team.
do
I'm
anything
just
about
saying
that.
that
Can't do anything
they
about
don't play anybody.
They can't help it that Florida State fell off the
Oh yeah.
face of the earth.
Claw,
I look
I'm just
forward
telling
to
you,
the day.
Claw, I think this is the
I
year
look
Ohio
forward-
State gets a piece of y'all. Man.
Ohio State has the money line.
Yeah. I look
They
forward to
do?
the day that Florida State comes back because of that.
2.5, 3.
Because you'll have.
Ohio State has a free
Play
spot.
decent teams
No.
in the
At what book?
Yeah.
playoffs.
At what
They
book?
seem to do well.
Yeah. Okay, so This is where I'm getting at right here,
I
okay?
just bet on it.
Next,
What book?
next, let's talk about the next subject right here, okay? With the way that the playoff system is set up right now,
It sucks.
you literally have 4, 5, 6, 7 teams or so that are consistently
difference it would
getting the
make if there was
recruits,
8.
right? Yeah. So
What a difference it would make if there were 8 teams.
has the
It would
fact.
dilute it, is what it would do.
That would
But
absolutely
listen-
I
dilute
might
it.
agree with you.
Listen to my
I kinda
point.
like the 4
right.
teams the way it is.
Listen to my point, okay?
So,
That's what I thought. It's 2.5 point credit.
We got a lot of people talking.
Go ahead.
Listen to the point, okay? Has the fact that only 4 teams are going to the playoff, has that made it so that only a handful of teams can recruit those 5-star recruits, right? And then what you have now is in the Pac-12, the only team that can recruit really is Oregon. The only team in the Big 12 that can recruit is Oklahoma, right? Ohio State, the same thing. That's the only one in the Big 10 that can recruit. And the fact of the matter is like, I got this stat right here. 8 ESPN top 100 recruits or high school players went to Ohio State. All of the Big 10 combined got 6. Ohio State got 8.
what does
You know what I
what does it
mean?
mean to be a 5-star?
That's somebody that's in high school that's
You
just
gotta have
dominating.
5 tests.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Are those the best players though?
I would say that they're the ones that get on people's radar. Yeah, for sure. They get on people's radar. Well, hold on. What my
think
point
it's
is
much more about
that
player development.
ACC, you got Clemson's the only one that's recruiting out of the ACC. Big 12 or Pac-12, you got Oregon. Oklahoma's out of the Big 12, right? Ohio State out of the Big 10. SEC still recruits fine because people want to play there because they know they're going to get challenged. But
But
I
Clemson
think if you
keeps
did
winning.
expand-
Clemson keeps winning, so they're getting a lot of big recruits too. So you can't just say E SEC.
Clemson's getting the recruits for the big for ACC, right?
So you're
They're
telling me
getting
we're not
all the-
taking any SEC recruits?
No, what I'm saying
We
is
just had
that
the guy from Auburn that flipped from
since
y'all guys to us,
since
the
kids,
linebacker, or was that LSU?
I didn't hear about that guy.
no, I'm saying
Wasn't a linebacker, it was defensive back.
I'm saying if you have the ACC, if you're a high school student and Clemson comes to you and says, "Hey, come play here. We'll win a lot of games. We'll go to some national championships." Oregon can do the same thing. Hey, we're going to play a lot of games.
hell no.
We're
Case
going
they've
to win a
never
lot of
been to
games.
Eugene and see the view.
Yeah, I just think that I think it's a case to be made for 8 rather than 4.
So is your argument or your question basically, and this is Gordon, by the way. What's up, everybody?
Okay, Gordon.
And I'm drinking Makers.
Makers, okay.
Is your figure out
Yeah, come on in
you
here,
can
man.
figure out a nickname, but it doesn't need to involve testicles. So is your point then, if you expand the playoff, then you increase everybody else's chances of getting better recruits?
Absolutely. So if you had the top 5, like the Power 5, right?
Okay.
If whoever won those conferences was automatically in, and then there was 3 others that can get in as well, based upon this subjective bull crap that they do.
But now you've diluted the regular season.
Hey,
Yeah,
before-
number
wait,
8
wait.
is number 8 is
Now
Wisconsin
you're
right
playing
now.
to get
Wait a
in
minute.
to the top 8, and
Before we
you
go-
can afford to lose a game.
Before we go
Or
any,
maybe 2.
before we go
Does
any
the regular
further,
season matter?
Should be
Hold
1
on a
through
minute.
16.
Do your
Hold
conference
on a minute.
championships matter?
hold
But
on a minute.
championships don't matter because Alabama got in a couple years ago.
So did
and
Ohio
they-
State.
Obviously, I got
Yeah,
no
exactly.
control of it.
Under those rules, Wisconsin can win
But
the
Chief
national
Boogie's
championship.
got some points to be
Before,
made.
I just think
They lost to Ohio State twice.
That's
They can win the national championship?
Absolutely.
No.
Hey, before we go
So I
any
guess,
further,
so I'm on
They lost to Ohio State twice.
Okay. So
Barney,
I'm
wait a
gonna-
minute, wait a
I'm gonna
minute.
jump over this. So basketball should be a 4-team playoff then. And the excitement that goes along with that.
That's apples
No,
to
I
oranges.
think
Basketball,
really.
basketball
No,
is
it's
a completely
different.
different
That's-
sport.
there's a way
Not
to
a
make
big
8
team,
work
not
though. Maybe
totally
the top 2 or something like that would sit out the first week and then you.
Or you could do like
play
6
with a
and the
round
top 2
ball.
get a bye.
No.
No,
I don't like
Six
that.
on top, two
I
get a
like
bye.
4.
I don't like
I
that.
like 4, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like if you do 8, you dilute the regular season in the sense that you could have teams that are approaching their conference championship game, maybe with undefeated records. They're like, well, shit, the SEC title isn't nearly as important. I got to make this playoff. I don't want to lose my star quarterback.
Alabama did it. They intentionally lost, not intentionally, but
You could start.
you could make the argument they intentionally lost
You
to
can see
Auburn
college
one year.
teams doing what you've never seen before, which is intentionally not starting players.
That
Not putting
won't
people
happen.
in. I'm just saying.
Won't happen.
If you don't, if you
I
want to
played
make,
in the
if you need
system.
to
I
make
played
the top
in
8,
I played in the 16-team system, and it was beautiful. It was a work of art.
So
what typically
one
happened
seed versus
was one of the
16
top
seed.
4 teams won it, but that 1 year, the 1 year the 14 seed got hot, UMass, and ran the table with a little bit of help, and it was the most exciting football that FCS had seen until App State ran the table and won 3 in a row.
Teams is way smaller.
Always got to go to
But
App
it doesn't
State.
matter.
Yes, it does. Because it doesn't dilute your regular season.
It doesn't.
Your
It
expansion,
doesn't like
you've got like double the schools.
No, but what it basically says is, you know what? If you have a bad
We got to
week,
pause for a
doesn't mean you have a
station
bad day.
identification. But before we pause for our station of identification, we got to get Gordon's nickname down.
Gordon's nickname.
That is the most important part right at this point.
It's not going to be G Testicle.
No, but
No.
I vote for Ken Doll. I mean,
Ken
that dude's a Ken Doll.
No nut.
Flash.
Flash. He's a Ken Doll.
Flash.
Flash.
Flash Gordon.
Ken
there you
Doll
go.
the Flash.
All right, we got Flash
Ken Doll,
over here.
Ken Doll the Flash.
He does look like a
Two
Ken Doll, though, for sure.
All right.
With a beard, though.
Can I get a new nickname?
You're not going to talk later.
No, you can't.
All right.
Westicles with two
So,
testicles.
I mean,
once
we're
a
really
million.
good at talk later.
My point
Should be Westicles
in
with
all
3
this
testicles.
is
That's
like this, right?
what you ought to call it.
If you can guarantee that of the Power 5,
You nicknamed
every
yourself.
single one of them is guaranteed to get into a playoff system, then it allows there's no subjectivity at that point.
What if they
So
had
you
their
gotta add
own?
a 6th, 7th, or 8th. no
What
matter
if they had their
Y'all
own national
Y'all
championship?
ain't talk about it?
Who?
Outside Power 5?
Yeah, it's been long, man.
I kind of like that.
But then why do that and make them all FCS? You already got it.
What do you mean by that?
Just take the
Well,
Power
they-
5.
yeah.
Power 5
Yeah,
has
it's
their
not
national
time to change.
championship.
They have their own national
all the other
championship.
conferences
Have theirs.
What is it, the MWAC?
That's
Personally, I
the
think you
group of
dissolve the
5.
NCAA and things
Be
will
the
be a lot
Power
better.
5 national championship.
If you have the group of 5, they have their own championship. But then again, they would get rid of the top 25 thing that they
You
have.
already had it set up.
Well, I think
Cowboys
I
don't
think
play.
I think one way that you can
Cowboys play the
get
Eagles.
by with
I
8
think all the
teams
fuck sticks.
and not have one way you can get by with 8 teams and y'all say not take away the regular season and conference championships matter is if you're conference champion, you're automatically in. If a non-Power 5 runs the table, they're in. If a non-Power 5 doesn't run the table, then you take the next 3 highest seeds who don't win their conference championship, and you make an 18 playoff.
Yeah,
So
you have
I
your
think-
5, and then you have 3 at larges, and you have criteria for a non-Power 5.
Non-Power 5, if they go undefeated,
Okay.
and I also think that they have to play at least 2 Power 5
What happened-
2 Power 5 teams.
Like, I think they got it
The
right.
schedules are set so far in advance, that one's kind of tough to accommodate.
2 Power 5s.
Yeah, or anything like that. I mean, it's just tough to do.
Does it lose some luster though? Like, say you do that and you go 5 years, and those teams never do a single thing in the top 8. Then what?
What do you mean?
They
it
lose
didn't
every
matter.
time they get in. Like they get blown out. They get in. They get in the top
You
8.
want me to pull
They get
stats
blown
on
out.
a little guy playing
No,
the big
no,
boy
I'm
bowl
just-
games and tell you what those records are.
Well, I'm just telling you if that were to happen. I'm not saying it would happen. I said if that were to happen, would it lose some of
Pick
the?
somebody up down
Or they get blown out every time they get in.
Yeah.
But I promise you, like right now, so let's just play this out this year.
Oklahoma is a true case in
Okay,
that.
so let's play this out
Oklahoma's
this year. So
lost
who's
the
the
last
Power 5?
3
Who's the
times
top
in the
Power
top
5?
4.
Whether I agree with this or not, who's the top Power 5? It's Memphis. Sorry,
top
non
Power
group of 5.
Non-group.
Group of 5. It's Memphis. Can Memphis play with? Could Memphis play with Clemson if they were the 1 versus the 8? Yes, they can play with them. Do they beat?
You're crazy.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not. I don't
Dude,
think
don't
so.
be a homer. They can play
I'm
with
not
them.
being a
Do I
homer.
feel-
I'm being a realist.
Holy crap, no.
Then I need to be quiet.
I don't know.
Then I need to be quiet.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you, I do know. I've been there. I played it. We can play with them. Do they win the game? No, they don't win the game.
All right,
Do they compete? Yes.
Oh yeah, I would say they could. Yeah,
So
Do
right
they beat
now,
Auburn? Probably so.
probably.
So right now, let's shift the conversation a little bit, okay? Let's shift the conversation. Is that cool? Can we do that, Barney Rebel?
Nobody
Let's
agrees
go back onto
with
the
that.
recruits.
Let's go back on to Clemson.
No,
I'm just
well,
kidding.
hold on. So let's talk about it because he mentioned it.
Yeah, six.
So
six-
out of the top 30 recruits,
Yeah.
where do you think they're all coming from?
Whoever's got the most biggest money
how many
bags
came out of the
From like
Big
what?
Ten?
State or a conference?
No, out of the top 30 recruits in the U.S., how many came out of the Big Ten?
Out of the
The
Big
top
Ten.
5 stars.
Out of the Big Ten. They're going to
mean they
college.
win?
I mean, going into the Big Ten. Out of the top 35 stars, how many are going into the Big Ten? How many are
Probably a
going?
handful that went to Ohio State, and that's it.
There's one
Yeah,
out
Ohio
of the
State
top
got 8 of the
35
top
star
100,
recruits going
so.
into the Big Ten. All right.
Lives in a Big Ten state.
How many won the SEC?
The rest of them all come out of the Southeast, Texas.
The fertilest recruiting ground is Florida. It's
It's
Texas.
all down here in
it's
the
California.
South.
Georgia. The big,
I was gonna say
Gary,
that
think,
like
Gary, Gary, part of that is geography.
Your best football player, correct.
Part of that is geography. I'm sorry. If your fertile
the
grounds,
South
or if your
and
fertile recruiting
Texas
grounds,
and
Florida,
California have
Texas,
the best
Cali.
football players.
No, we're talking about Oregon and different teams like that.
Have you seen the cheerleaders at Oregon? Very different than the cheerleaders at Iowa. Just saying.
I think the Flash has a great radio voice. What do y'all think?
I think the Flash is doing
But I
fine.
mean, you bring up a good point, but geography plays a part of it. That's why if you look at recruiting rankings, there's 10 SEC teams in the top 25. There's 5 ACC teams. There's
why we're
probably a
pulling it
handful
in.
of Big Ten, just from the standpoint of geography.
There he is. We got somebody else
Oh,
joining
we
the
got a
podcast.
Carolina. We got a Carolina fan here.
The guys at the bar talking sports. Jump in.
Guys in the bar talking sports, baby.
Let's get a beer and talking sports.
So all these 5-star recruits are coming out of the
This is the
southeast,
bar.
from the southeast of Texas.
Absolutely.
Where are they going to go? They're going to go and
schools in the
Well,
they're going to go to SEC schools.
Well, the thing
They're
is,
gonna
that's
go to
not-
the
What's
ACC.
What's your requirement as a kid? Like when you're coming out of school, did you want to go for school allegiance? Did you want playing time? Did you want academics? What did you want?
Or you
Like
want
Emmett
your
Smith's
family
son just
to-
declared.
I wanted
Hey.
beer and chicks, man.
Hey.
Come
Emmett Smith's
on.
son just declared to Stanford. Emmett Smith played at Florida.
Beer and chicks.
It's
Because
all
it's
about.
California, baby. All those
Well,
hot
it's
girls
true.
running
It's not a
around.
bad place to go.
Yeah.
My point is, it's geography.
The
But there's
education's
a lot of
good there,
factors.
too. But if I'm a college student and I want to go play, and I know I'm a freshman, I'm going to go to Clemson because I'm going to play half the game every freaking game because we're going to blow everyone out 50-0
You have
first
no
half.
idea the mind of an 18-year-old. They want the glory, they want the women, they want the coke. That takes you played.
That takes you to Miami if you want the coke. But
That takes you all over the United States.
yeah, that takes you to Miami. But all right, so let's talk.
But Clemson's the only school that sniffs coke off a goat's ass.
Cows.
Never done that.
Cows.
He has never done
Lots of
that,
cows.
but he's seen people do it. So
Believe it or not, 3 years ago, it wasn't this past year, so it was the time before we played Carolina. When we were tailgating right there at the fairgrounds, 3 guys come out of the same porta-john, rubbing their noses. I'm like, dude, what's 3 guys going in the porta-john?
That's horrible.
Tailgating. Yeah, that's disgusting.
are you sure they're rubbing their nose? Yeah.
I don't think they were.
Were they rubbing their noses or
The guy
what?
with 2 testicles has to say otherwise.
And they all had on Carolina shirts. I will say that.
There you go.
It said Cox. I love Cox.
Yep.
Well, no
Lots
wonder why
of
they're
Carolina
three.
fans.
Three
look
in
at
a
Go
that.
either way.
So let's talk the national championship. Then.
National
Who wants to
championship.
talk about the top 4
Oh.
just in general, right?
God, I don't
So
know. This
why
crew,
is
Baltimore Ravens.
this crew's kind of a mixed crowd here. I think it's going to get a little nasty.
yeah? But everybody says that
There might be a fight break out.
No.
Oklahoma, LSU. Everyone says that LSU is going to blow them out, right? What do y'all think about that?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? LSU?
Joe
LSU.
Barrow-
LSU is
yeah.
going to
Joe Barrow
blow
is
out.
elite.
So LSU is
Joe
favored by
Barrow is
14 points.
I say
Oklahoma is-
LSU by 19.
Oklahoma is benching 3 players too.
They are bench. Oh, so that's
do
a
they get in
fact
trouble
now.
for?
Okay, I know it was a rumor.
I knew
Now
it
it's a
was
fact.
no, that's a fact.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything else like what it was.
I haven't
Was
heard
it
anything,
drugs?
but they've like
Was it
well,
Austrian
well,
tape?
But I will tell you,
It was rape.
I will tell you, having played deep into
very
December in a 16-team playoff, it's usually academics. They're academic.
No. They failed their drug test.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, they failed their drug
Well, then
test.
that's it. Same thing.
Okay, so they were out
So
smoking
that's what I'm
some,
saying. Was it
smoking
like?
some of that reefer or doing some of that
Well, I
coke.
didn't know if they were like.
Oh,
Clemson
those are
players
the 3
with
guys.
Austrian
Those
or-
are the 3 guys that were in that portal. That's what it is. You saw them coming out of the
They're
portal.
actually injecting needles
Yeah.
into their ass.
That's
So,
the Clemson guys. Was Austrian? Yeah.
That's what Clemson's
That's the
doing.
good shit.
so everyone says Oklahoma's gonna get destroyed. Does everyone agree with that?
They can score points, but their defense is just atrocious. So if
Yeah,
they can't score
it's a little bit
40,
better than their defense. A little
They're
bit better
in
than
bad
last
shape.
year, but
And
they're still in bad shape.
And they have been in the top 4 in the past 3 years as well too, and they lose.
Yeah.
This will be the 4th time they've lost being in the top 4.
And Jalen Hurts he fumbles the ball a lot.
very turnover prone.
Yeah, he's very turnover prone, so that'll be interesting to see what happens as well.
Yeah.
But the game that everyone's looking at is Clemson, who nobody wanted to play. Everybody was like, God, don't make me second. You know,
Nobody was saying that.
App State
LSU
wanted to
was
play
saying
them.
that.
everyone was saying that. So no one wanted to play Clemson. Then you go Ohio
It's like when
State.
Clemson drew Notre Dame a couple years ago instead
How,
of Oklahoma.
how do you think that game's going to turn out, Justin? Let me
Let us know.
I'll be honest with you.
Well,
I think 2 things: lines of scrimmage. Let's see how well we can dominate lines of scrimmage, and then Clemson's wide receivers versus Ohio State's DBs. That's the
Okay.
main two areas.
What do you
if
mean
we
by
win
that?
those two areas, what I mean by that is,
Okay.
if we win those two areas,
Yeah.
Can I make it?
no, I don't. I think.
Can I make it?
I have no problem believing that we stop Justin Fields.
Can
you
I
give
make-
Brent Venables a month to prepare for Justin Fields.
Okay.
He's going to come with coverages.
Yeah.
And stuff he's
So
never seen
Justin
before.
Fields, last game that they played, he didn't have a single sack that entire game. He had like 4 tackles or something like that. So I don't think that'll be a problem either. Was that? Sorry, I'm talking about the wrong person. I'm
about to say, I'm pretty sure
talking
he
about
plays
their.
quarterback.
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm sorry.
Throw interceptions.
I'm talking about the
Are
DM.
you sure he should be on guys talking about sports?
Yeah. So I got that mixed up.
Sorry, that was just a
I
guy.
firmly
That was
believe-
just a guy at the bar.
You guys need to
That was
move
some
to
guy. I have
That
no
was
idea.
too many of these beers.
This is going to sound loose.
move to who's the
This is gonna
number
sound
one in the
loose.
NFL right now.
Yeah.
If Ohio State gets to the fourth quarter with a lead,
Oh,
they win.
I
the
know
game.
we're in the South.
Say that again.
If Ohio State gets into the fourth quarter with a lead, 1 point, 10 points, don't care. They win the game.
Ohio
I
State.
might agree
okay.
with you on that.
You think they're
because I don't
deeper
think
then?
Lawrence has
I think.
that ability.
I think because Clemson has not been pushed but one time, and the one time they got pushed, they should have lost.
You know what's interesting about Clemson's year this year that I've noticed too is you look at the Heisman race, and this is reflective of how good of a year other people have had. Not necessarily how bad his year's been, but Lawrence has not had the year. I expected Lawrence
He's
to
had a bad
take a
year.
step up, and he took a step
Well,
back.
well-
and with those wide receivers,
I'll tell you this.
don't see how you've been.
He's had a bad year.
But-
as you've
but-
been as bad as
I don't know how
you
much you listen to
But
like
here's the
Dabo and
thing.
stuff
But here's the
talk.
thing. Here's the
Dabo's
thing
had
with
a
that.
better year.
No, if you take the last 7 games and pull those out, his numbers are better than they were last year.
Why?
And he
Didn't
don't even
Dabo
play
say he
until
had-
the fourth. You know, he don't even play a lot in the fourth
Didn't
quarter.
Dabo
He's
say
getting
the
higher
beginning of
this
the
year.
At the beginning of the season, they
Okay,
basically
played Wofford.
at the beginning of the season, Dabo said, "Hey, we're going to turn the guy loose. We're going to let him. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
We're going to just let him do whatever he wants to do."
Yeah.
And I think that's
We were
a
the
lot.
third toughest game
and I,
they had.
and I think that's a lot of the problems that he had was he just tried to do too much,
Oh, Virginia.
you know. And then they finally tried to bring him back down.
Yeah.
Be a sports fan.
That's just
I
what
mean, I
believe.
think Trevor Lawrence is a beast. I respect the guy. I know he's a hard worker. He's a good kid, you know, or a good guy. And I think Clemson's going to win the national championship.
Well, that's ain't what you were singing 2 weeks ago.
No, I know, but I just.
What was he singing 2 weeks ago?
What you need, Hanger?
And it was LSU and
LSU.
Baylor. LSU and Baylor. I don't know
Baylor.
what LSU has done to make you not think that.
I don't
I
know.
think
I just
LSU.
think.
It was
I
Clemson
think
has
Clemson-
done.
I think Clemson.
I don't think Clemson's done
LSU's
anything.
defense.
I just think they have a
don't
really
think
good
can hang
team.
with Clemson. I think we can go in the
Don't you
shootout
think
with
so?
It's a
LSU,
shootout.
but I think we can hold LSU more than they can us. From their
Y'all
defense.
lost so much on the defensive side of the ball.
Dude,
I don't have a lot of faith
Our
in your
defense
D-line.
this year is better than they were last year.
We're gonna find out really quick. 'Cause
I'm telling
Ohio
you
State's
I'm
O-line is
telling
legit.
you, I firmly
It'll be
believe
interesting
our
to see
defense
what
is
happens,
Better
yeah.
this year.
I do think Ohio State's going to push you, but if you do win, I know
I think whoever wins our game-
LSU's going to beat Oklahoma, and if you go up against LSU,
I just don't know
think
why everybody's
LSU
just
can-
discrediting
LSU's
LSU.
winning
Their
it all.
offense is good. LSU
No,
is ridiculous.
listen.
No
I'm
one's
an-
stopping Joe Burrow.
I'm an
Hanger,
SEC
what you
guy.
drinking?
I want LSU to win. Like I want the SEC to take the national championship. I do. I just.
If we lose,
I think it'll be a good game, Clemson versus LSU. I think it'll
if we
definitely
lose,
be
though,
good.
You're not
LSU,
drinking
I'll be
nothing?
honest with you.
I know we're in the South.
not
All you
drinking
guys
it.
And I
talk about
think
is
Joe
college
Burrow is an
football.
amazing guy as well. Like
I hope he likes Cincinnati because that's where he's about to go.
Yeah. Okay, so now this is a new topic. Okay, we're gonna do wild card. Nah, never mind. We're not gonna do that.
Do it.
No,
Do
no,
it.
no.
Let's do it.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
You've been out.
I feel like that's a wild
All
card
right.
in itself.
Hey, Barney needs a maybe some
There's no Barney at this bar.
There's Rebel, the Rebel.
Happy birthday to Barney the Rebel.
The Rebel.
She knows. She knows.
What's the wild card?
All
Where
right.
do you want to go?
No, so what I was gonna say this.
We
So,
all love him.
We're guys at the bar talking sports, right?
Oh, okay.
We're doing this every week, 52 weeks of the year, and football's about over with for college football. How are we going to transition to something else?
College basketball.
Okay, do you like college basketball?
Hockey.
If there's a ball,
Let's talk some pro. Let's talk some
Hockey.
pro football.
Let's talk to NFL. I hope they dry up and die.
Who's the number
what I
one
hope.
team in the
That sounds like a
NFL?
bitter
Come on, man.
Panthers
I'm in the finals.
Patriots.
I'm in the
Baltimore
finals
Ravens.
in my fantasy league.
Patriots.
He obviously finished last.
I'm also
this
in the
year.
finals in my fantasy league against
Hey,
G
what's up,
Boogie.
man?
He obviously finished last.
It's
this
G
year.
All
Boogie
right.
against the testicles.
I'd rather do college basketball than the NBA.
All right, so college basketball is good. So we're going to focus in on college basketball after football season's over
Can I
with.
say one thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing?
I got all the words for you in the world. What do you guys
Let's
think?
go back to college just for a second on that LSU. Is there not a sharper kid in the entire league than that Joe Burrow kid?
Oh,
I mean,
he's a beast.
dude, I'm talking about off the field. I'm talking about off the field. When you look at what he's doing, man, his Heisman speech was good. You look at what he's doing for the food bank. I mean, you see what the food bank's drawing in up there in Athens, Ohio area.
I heard they're bringing in lots of money right now.
I mean, but this kid has just got such a sharp mind on his shoulders.
Good guy.
I am wishing him the best.
He's awesome.
I'm wishing that he beats Clemson.
I want
All
LSU
right.
to win it all.
So, besides that, G Boogie is probably the most giving guy I've ever met in my life as well. And we're going to give him a little quick commercial for the, what is it?
Chipping
The
Wales.
Chipping Wales. Talk about it, G Boogie.
Talk about
G Boogie. Bring it on, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is a station identification break brought to you by
G Boogie.
the Chipping Wales Polar Bear Plunge Team, taking place in Lake Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, January 4th, 2020. Let me tell you something. If you want to be somewhere, you want to be there.
He's got vodka.
G Boogie's putting on a brunch session before the plunge.
What kind of brunch?
Sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Nice.
Yeah, the Bloody Mary bar.
This must be the place.
We got the Bloody Mary bar sponsored by Tito's.
What's the date, G
Handmade
Boogie, on
Vodka.
that?
January 4th, man.
January 4th.
January 4th.
We've got some food money by Publix. We've got MJ's Grill, Marco's Pizza.
Boom.
I already mentioned
Tito's
them.
Vodka.
I'm leaving off. Oh, and Beef O'Brady's.
LCMC.
Beef O'Brady's all bringing up some food for this event. It's going to be a big event. We're going to have a lot of people.
And most
there.
importantly, tell us a little bit about the charity.
You know, thank you, man, because
Thank
that
you,
is a good
man.
point. Because we do come together, we have a lot of fun, but it's all for kids, for special needs kids. So we come together for Children's Charities of the Midlands, which is a 501c3 corporation that has a focus on kids with special needs. So thank you for bringing that
And if
up.
I wanted
'cause it
to
is.
give to this,
We will be
event and
freezing for
charity,
the reason.
How can I give? How can I give to this event?
If you want to give to this event, you go to www.gofundme.com, Chippin Wales. That's CHIPPEN WHALES -2020.
And how much money did you raise last year for this charity?
Our little grassroots operation raised $31,000, and
Holy moly.
this year we're looking to be 35.
And all
Wow.
proceeds.
We're looking to be 40.
All proceeds from this show
Unbelievable.
go straight to Chipping Wales today, all right?
Nice.
Since you know we're making lots
We're
of
gonna blow our goal away.
yeah,
Trying to
'cause
jump in the lake. You're going to be like Westicles, but you're going to have no testicles.
you're gonna be like Westicles with no testicles. That's right.
I will never be back on this show again.
All right.
So with that in mind, can we
start
talk
calling-
about how the Baltimore Ravens
Wait a
and
minute.
Lamar Jackson are winning the Super Bowl?
Than's for that,
Nah,
West.
that's not happening. The
gonna call you
Patriots,
West.
the New England Patriots are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Get
Just
the
so y'all
fuck
know.
out of here. Tom Brady's old.
Tom Brady
I watched
is
him run on the field. He fell 10 times.
the best quarterback that's ever played the game. But we're gonna go back to something else that I wanted
Well,
to
he
talk
is,
about.
but he's not today.
About Lamar
He's
Jackson.
today.
He is
Lamar
today.
Jackson, the greatest
He's
of all
the
time
best
in
that's
10
played the
years.
game, but he's not the best today.
Lamar
No,
Jackson
he's the
is
best
MVP.
today.
MVP, that's my MVP.
The last 3 games were kind of rough, but
come on.
other than
I
that-
watched
Breeze
Tom
would
Brady
eat him up.
lose in person
All right, so
on the sideline.
will the group of
Obviously, Lamar Jackson ate him up.
Ray, what were you gonna ask?
should the group of 5 separate from the Power 5 and do their own championship?
No.
Hold on, we got this is a no.
I don't think so.
All right, that's
I think if
why
you-
not bring it on in.
Well, I
man.
think if you did the 8-team playoff expansion, I think then you bring the group of 5 in. Like maybe you do something like where you got the 5 automatic bids from the Power 5. Then you've got 3 spots to work with. So you have like an at-large. Either that's a group of 5 best record, and maybe 2 group of 5 best records, and then just an at-large bid.
Okay.
So I think if you went to 8, then the group of 5 has a better play the current structure, the group of 5, I don't see how they ever make it to the Final Four. There's just no. I don't see a conceivable way that a group of 5 team gets to number 4 in the country.
Okay.
So if you go to 8, I think there's a chance you get to 8. Like a Boise State's probably been that high, or a Cincy, or a Memphis, or
What's it going to take to get them to go to 8, though? Why haven't they done it yet?
So there's a contract.
It's gonna
I
happen.
know. So why would I don't get why that
It's
doesn't
gonna happen.
I think the contract goes like 2024 or
The
something.
argument you will hear is, well, the student athletes and how are they going to study for finals and blah 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 blah. Dave just brought up there was a 16-team playoff in his old, the way they used to play it.
They haven't studied for finals since they went to the school. Come on,
That's
let's
right.
be honest.
Is that in the 80s?
I have a story of
right.
my
Sammy
roommate's
Walker
brother
smoking weed and
played
popping
football
Adderall.
for Bama.
And never studied.
For Claw,
Without attending class.
did Clemson destroy Nick Saban's dynasty
Yes.
last year when they beat Alabama? And is Nick Saban done?
I don't know that Nick Saban's done.
No, come on.
But, I mean, I do think that Clemson exposed them in ways that helped other people.
I think that Nick Saban's way of
And I
recruiting
also
might be the old
think
way.
that families probably see Nick Saban coaching on the sidelines, and they say, I don't want my son to go to that school compared to other coaches.
Yeah,
That's
so
like
I
saying.
think
That's like saying.
Talking about Sam
Oh.
Bobby didn't get recruited
Oh.
this season.
That's like saying. That's
This
like
is where I
saying
want to
the
come in.
girls cheering got
I think
popped
in
and
10
she
years
can't do it
ago,
anymore.
parents would say, I think 10 years ago, parents would say, hey, that shit don't bother me. But in this day and time, the way young people are brought up, they
it's
don't.
a millennial thing. It's a millennial
They
thing.
don't.
So you're talking about the recruiting tactics or the coaching style?
The coaching style.
Okay,
Okay,
Dabo.
Now, I'm going to say this.
I think Dabo
because
is the
Dabo's
new
little
way.
soft, pretty exterior.
Oh, no.
the
I've been to a practice before. I'm going to tell you right now.
He's a hard ass.
Dabo is high strung, gets in guys' faces. He can say what he wants to, God almighty this and all that.
I also
My man
don't think
will
he's
cuss
the
you
cleanest
out in a
recruiter.
heartbeat.
I don't think
You don't think Dabo's a recruiter?
No. The cleanest recruiter, i.e., like it's all rainbows and sunshine and Jesus this and I love you this and it's all family. I think he's a little dirtier than you think when it comes to how he gets
Is
guys.
everybody dirty when you're recruiting?
That's my point. I think
Isn't
they all
everybody
are,
dirty?
but I think people think Dabo is not. That's my point. He has
Might be a
this
center
facade.
too.
Huh?
It might be a center too.
Do you think that in
absolutely.
10 years something's going to come out about Dabo?
Yes.
It wouldn't
That
surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me.
it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Well-
They take away that national championship. They're like,
Like
Which,
it is
their
some-
first one that should is like the dirtiest national championship ever. You mean that one or the other 81?
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God, that
we
was the
still have more
dirtiest.
than Carolina.
How about this? Hey,
oh, Carolina sucks. That's true.
hey, will Dabo Sweeney?
Sports, so I got a chance.
I think we still have more than you.
What do you got for me, Chris? What do you got?
Hey, will Dabo Sweeney be the next coach of Alabama?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
It's
will.
his alma mater, man. I think.
Oh yeah, I think
Dabo-
definitely
You
he
know
will
what's
be.
interesting?
Dabo-
Here's what's really interesting about
Dabo
that
will wait
response.
2 or 3
If you ask
years.
any
2 or
Clemson
3.
fan that same question, they have that same response.
All right, so
Absolutely.
Every single one.
what's a non-Clemson fan's response?
Fuck yeah, he's gonna go to
Oh,
Alabama.
no,
All
he's
right.
not. Watch and see.
If Alabama rolls out the red carpet to Dabo, he is
I think
there.
he's going to stay at Clemson.
No, I disagree. No,
I'm asking.
That is the top coaching. I'm an Auburn fan. That's the top coaching spot in the
wait for
world.
2 or 3 coaches to come in.
Okay.
They're not going to have Nick Saban's.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be the guy that follows Nick Saban.
You're not going to be the guy that follows
You
Nick
would tell you why I
Saban.
disagree
He
with you?
eventually goes.
You tell you why I disagree
One at a
with you?
time, one at a time.
I respect that. You tell you why I disagree with you.
Go ahead.
I like your rationale because if it's me,
I agree with that.
I do what you do, what you're talking about. Here's why I say that's not going to happen. Because when you look at where everything's going, he's going to be made a $12, $13 million a year coach, and he's going to go, okay, I can look past that for $12 or $13 million a year, and he's going to go. That's what's going to
They
make him
will
do
roll out the red carpet for him, and he will
it.
go.
He'll get a Disney parade to come down there.
I'm telling you right now, Clemson will
Anything
match
he
it.
wants.
They ain't got the money Alabama has.
He will
They
not.
have the money.
My question
They have
is,
the
when
money.
he goes, does he take
How-
Venables, or
how
does
can you
Venables
tell
go
me?
to Clemson?
He will, Alabama and Clemson are not the same thing. When they roll out the red carpet, he will go to Alabama.
But when will this
Greg
happen?
Venables has already said he's not going to be a head coach.
He
I
just
firmly
loves
believe
being
that.
the highest paid D coordinator.
When is Nick Saban retiring then? That's the question.
What is he, 60, 65?
5.
He'll be there for 10 more years.
I give him 2 more years.
You give him 2, I give him 10
him
more
5.
years. All right, so we got to wrap this bad boy up. Okay? So this is what y'all do that are listening. You go ahead and give me a 5-star rating and review. You say what's up to Westicles when you see him.
Two testicles.
Two testicles.
He has 2 testicles though. And then,
And I'm a Ravens fan.
and he's a Ravens fan, which
Picked up on that.
that
And a
means,
Liverpool fan.
and well, we don't talk about soccer because that's not a real sport.
Soccer shit.
Did you just become a Ravens
And
fan?
then what you do is you come on back next week because we're going to be talking some sports again, baby, at the bar, drinking beer, talking sports.
We need Flashback. Flash has the best radio voice of all of us.
If any of these guys show up again, that would be great because nobody takes this shit seriously except for Hanger and fucking Chopper.
Boom.
Because we're here every week no matter what, because our priorities are shows before hoes, baby. Say it, ready? Shows before hoes.
Wait, can I get
All
that
right. Now everyone, say it. I need everyone in unison. Guys in the bar talking sports. Ready, go. Guys in the bar talking sports. I know what you're thinking. Man, that was an amazing show. You know what you should do then? You subscribe to the show. By subscribing, you'll be able to hear the show next week and every show that we come out with from here on out. And then if you really like the show, the thing that you can do is you give it a 5-star rating and review. Whatever podcast you listen to, see if you can give it a 5-star rating and review. I know you can do it on Apple iTunes. And then you know what you do? You come on back next week to hear Guys at the Bar talking sports.